Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight. Look, perfect fucking title for the shit that we got going on right now. This fucking show is out of mind, out of cycle, out of mind right now.
Yeah.
But we back in here though. So we look. I don't know where everybody left off on, but we was talking about real quick.
Y'all missed the whole bar experience we're talking about.
No, now you bring it back, please.
We're not.
The whole bar experience, man. But before then, look. Let me get y'all opinions, man. CP3, Phoenix, Devin Booker versus Giannis and Chris Middleton. Who y'all boys got, man? Who y'all got winning, coming home with the trophy?
I got the Suns in 6.
Suns in 6.
I'm gonna go with Milwaukee.
Let me get on FanDuel right now.
Hey, look it up, man. Them bets be slapping too.
Favorites. I think the Suns are favorites.
I'm going with Milwaukee.
Actually, you know what? I don't got no money in the bet. I'm broke.
I think
I'm gonna be a dad this week.
That's true. You got the boys coming in town. You gotta be responsible.
If you see me in happy hour, mind your business.
Mind your business.
With my kids.
Mind your business. I'm going with Milwaukee, man.
Me too.
I will say I would like for CP3 to win because, as you know, the clock is ticking on your boy, and I think Giannis and Chris got quite a few years left in the tank to potentially get back there. Chris Middleton.
Oh, that Chris.
Yeah.
All right.
To get back to the chip. So I would like to see Chris win because, you know what I'm saying, for sentimental reasons.
But we talked about this. Now I'm ain't gonna say that on air about what they say on what they're saying for what the sportscasters are saying. They're saying that I'm not saying this.
Yeah.
They're saying Chris is inconsistent.
Well, okay, up until this playoffs, I would have agreed. But he's been showing up like this playoffs.
Ain't play, they showed up. Even when Trey didn't play, this team showed up.
Yeah.
That's one.
And it was a collective effort. It was a team effort.
Yeah.
So.
But best of luck. But I just think, I want my 18th cousin removed to win. But
you just think Chris and them gonna pull it off? You think they're the better team?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
They're not the better team.
Yeah.
Even then, with the Suns and the Hawks, how'd we get here?
They're the future. That's why.
Yeah.
They're the future. Trey Young and Devin Booker are the future of the NBA, bro. As far as young, talented guards, they're going to be back. I go as far as say they're going to meet each other in the finals one year. I think it's possible.
I wouldn't say that. I was watching, sports, whatever the fuck, and then Sports Pitter, Undisputed. I go between both networks, and this was kind of a blessing this year. Now you think of next, all these other teams that can turn around and be better. Because in the West, you got to deal with the Clippers. Yeah. You got to think about the Lakers. Yeah. You got to think about all these other teams and shit.
When LA got sat down, it changed a lot of things.
Yeah, but then the NBA is going to break ESPN in the offseason. Big names are going to move, in my opinion.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on, my main thing is, what's Dame going to do?
I think Dame one of those guys. I could be wrong. I think Dame is one of those guys, and as sad as it may sound, I think he cares more. I could be wrong, but he's one of those players that I think he cares more about the city and the opportunity that was afforded to him. And he's one of those guys if I'm not winning in Portland because this is where I want to win, if you move me, it's not going to be because I want to move. You're going to move me because you want to start over. But if it's up to Dame, I feel like he would want to stay in Portland, ride out like Reggie Miller, win, lose, or draw.
I think after this season,
you don't think? But they had a good chance. They had a good squad. Melo was balling.
If there's any time Dame is gonna be I'm pulling chalks, now is it. Now is it.
And if he don't, then
Head
either they're going to move him because they're going to try to get as much for him.
Oh, he's a free agent, I thought.
Is he a free agent this year?
I think so.
Well, we'll see then. Like you said, it's a lot of there's a lot of talk, like you said, some pieces being moved.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Even DC.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dame's in LA. Honestly.
Look, they talk about triple double king going to L.A.
Russ?
His wife, because they fired Scott Brooks.
Yeah. So
and he wasn't happy. So his wife started following, and you know that social media, all that shit matters,
And
I guess, in certain circles. But she started following LeBron, AD, and they followed her back. So they're talking about him moving down there.
That could be super conditional, honestly. You know, like, oh, maybe seen somebody. Everybody's in the off season.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting one. You said the NBA going to break the ESPN this offseason.
Oh, it is.
Atlanta just need a big man. That's all.
Clint Capella needs to be.
He's a formidable opponent. I do like Clint Capella.
He needs to be a 4.
He's not that big.
Yeah, he don't need to be the center. He needs to be y'all 4. Y'all need a solid 5, and y'all be straight. So we'll see, man. But again, we're looking at the future of the NBA right now. Like what's going on, what's happening in the finals, and even in the semifinals. All 4 teams had no one that had been to that had been in a championship game at all. If I'm not mistaken.
Not even.
Because what?
Chris?
No. I'm sorry.
Paul, right?
The finals have no players that's ever been in a championship series on both teams.
And I do love it for that. Like,
it's fresh. It's new.
Fresh,
it's not
it's
LeBron.
new.
It's not Steph. It's not Kawhi. It's new.
Watch. Believe it or not, I got so superstitious because what was it?
You would not wear your jersey?
Yeah, every time I wear that Travion jersey, we lost, and I was like, I'm not going to wear it.
This is sauced up the jersey for months. I'm getting the jersey.
I'm getting the jersey.
Then didn't wear it for not one game. Like, come on.
I was the same way with my Atlanta Braves jersey. I was so happy. I bought it. It was really expensive. I started wearing it. The Braves started losing. I stopped wearing it. They started winning, and I was like, well,
guess I ain't wearing this.
We're done here.
So look, since we talking about losing and winning and all that good stuff, man. Look, we got everybody's opinion on the NBA Finals, and we can't wait to see what the offseason looks like. But you know, we got coming up in less than a month, man. We got the Olympic season coming up,
man.
You know, and I don't. Before, I guess maybe the nostalgia just kind of worn off on me, like all the hype for the Olympics. Like when I was younger, bro, like I tuned into the Olympics.
That was me too.
Every time, and I was like juiced about it.
Yes.
And it wasn't just basketball. It wasn't just like hockey, bro. I watched the Olympics every day, every sport.
Maurice Green,
everybody, whoever was doing it.
Old, baby.
I was watching tumbling. I was watching the rings.
Hell yeah.
All of that, bro. You make the Olympics. I was like, I'm watching it. And I've kind of like lost like the excitement. But there's been a lot of excitement right now. I know y'all heard Shorty, what's that, Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes,
yeah.
For what she broke the record, right? In the 100 meter.
Easily.
Yeah. Crushed it. She obliterated it.
And it was like she was like that was like a regular Tuesday for her. She was like, hey, I wasn't even trying yet.
Yeah.
Bro, she kept running. She ran up in the stands, and I was like, "Yo, aren't you take a break first?" Like,
when I run, I'm done running. I'm literally like gassed. I'm like,
it's a wrap. I need to lay down, coach.
I'm gonna throw up, coach.
But she, and I think her max speed was like 24 miles an hour, like top speed. Like, she was kicking it.
Yeah.
So y'all,
anybody that runs school zone limits is a problem, bro. The camera might catch her, bro.
She walking down the camera, going flash on her.
Yo.
Gonna catch her number, and she's speeding by.
They did our girl dirty though.
You think so? With
I
the
think
whole
so.
marijuana, the suspension thing.
And I really didn't throw on my BNY investigator hat on that, but I was thinking like, why the Olympics looking for that? Who's looking for that? Then I had my own what do you call it? My theory of what happened. I think the person that brought it up is American.
Of course.
American. Like whoever said something.
Yeah. They know.
Like outed her.
So
they
like
know.
They said,
they
hey,
know somebody in her circle. Or something.
Hey, look, we can do this and this and this. And then everybody was like on the Olympic committee, you know, all these countries, they're like, we really don't care about that. Like, and they went back and said, but if she doesn't run, because you know we as a country, not us, been hating on her before that. We talked about it. Well,
What, for like the hair and nails?
yeah. So like, they were like,
This is a very specific individual that was hating.
It was
on her,
a specific individual that sat right there
Bruh.
that did it. But he was like, hey, yo, hey man, if we take her out, it could be a level playing field for you guys. And they were like, got
Absolutely
yourself
not.
a goddamn deal. And here we are. I'm not okay with it. I don't like it. Like, at the end of the day, she smoked you while smoking. That's impressive. She's not doping.
Wait, did she do it before her meet? No, or did she do it like after?
So from what I was a little investigated, I did. She she lost her mom, right?
Right.
And then how she was coping.
Right before the trials.
Right. That's how
Right.
she was coping.
But
with
you
it,
didn't
was
hear her
doing
mom
that.
died until this came out.
Right. Because she said something. She said it.
Yeah.
So she did it before she ran.
Yeah. But again, her mom passed.
Right.
She was trying to.
That's how she was
do
coping.
whatever she needed to do the way she needed to do it,
True.
and then that's how she got over it, or not over it, because I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna get
Right.
over it, but at least through it.
Yeah, that's.
It
Yeah.
for me, it sucks that because weed is just so funny nowadays. But I don't have any sympathy for her. You know what I'm saying, concerning the suspension and her reasons for it. And I say it for
I think she'll be able to compete.
multiple reasons. No, she just won't be able to do her event, the 100.
Yeah.
She's going to participate in a 400-meter relay. So she's still going to get out there. They still going to get their medal because Jamaica is the only country that's coming close to them,
The only
and they
formidable
smoked
opponent.
them in the World Championships. So she's going to get her medal. She's going to be a gold medalist. It just won't be in her meet, the 100-meter. I say that I had no sympathy for it because just for a few reasons, and one is because if people going to go so hard, and people have been, but if people going to go so hard, you got to understand, she is an athlete. She made a choice. She signed a contract. This is something that is.
She ain't running from that though. She understood.
No,
that.
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't have sympathy, because she owned it. Everyone else is like virtue signaling for her, and she's like, "No, I did it." And I understood, and this is how I dealt with my situation, my trauma. But I'm okay with dealing with it. And everyone's like, "No, that's bullshit." Like, no, bro. Like, allow her to be an adult. Allow her to be a woman. Allow her to take her licks, and respect her for just owning up to it, as opposed to trying to come and defend someone who's saying like, "Yo, I don't need defense. I'm okay. I'm good." Like,
she handled it beautifully.
yeah,
bro.
she did. And like,
Especially for her age.
shout out to her.
Yeah.
21,
Yeah,
20,
for her
21.
age, 20, I think. she's
Come
like
on, bro.
yeah.
Like, that was commendable. And I think people are like, they're, because of how they feel about it, they're not, and I'm not saying like the normal person. I'm talking about these people that are like going in, are bashing the Olympic Committee, and they're doing all this stuff and trying to boycott. No, bro. Like, she owned it.
Well, I'm about to get on that.
Well,
So no, and let me finish because it's not just that. And I say the reason why I say I had no sympathy is because there's far more egregious circumstances surrounding non-violent drug offenses that we should be spending this same, if not more, energy on. So if you're going to give all this energy in support of her, let's give twice, 3 times that amount of energy of all these people that are in prison for non. So I have no sympathy because she's not facing jail time. Okay, so what's the sympathy for? Because she's not. She's facing a 30-day ban, which by comparison to some other Olympic athletes is small. She got a third of what Michael Phelps got for just a picture. He didn't even test positive. So, and she's still going to compete, but she's not facing no jail time. Nothing's like that. Nothing's like that's going to happen to her. It's just this, and she's going to recover from it. But we still got people that's spending 20 plus years in prison for an ounce of weed, and that was their first and second offense. So
with intent to
that's
distribute, probably.
Hmm?
With intent to distribute.
Well, they can get you. I can go.
A
Yeah,
myriad.
They can get you
reasons.
with that. You could buy it from somebody else, and it's in that same package, and now you got
Yeah.
intended distribution. It's
Yeah.
bruh,
It's
come
weird.
on now.
And so
But,
one reason, real quick, let me finish real quick. That's my first thing. It's like that part, she owned it, let her own it. Let's stop fucking jumping on the bandwagon and condemning everybody, because she owned it and she stepped up like a real woman. Cool. The whole, the people in prison, and you know what I'm saying, like my sympathy goes towards them versus someone who's getting endorsements. And I'm sorry, I don't feel the same way.
Why
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
our sympathy go to everybody though?
Now, it should. That's my point. My point is, it should be a blanket thing. All the people that's locked up and stuff, they need to be brought out because it's legal in 19, 20 states now. Okay. Secondly,
And that was the. Oh, go ahead.
Secondly, real quick, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Secondly, I have an issue with her saying that she did it for her coping reasons. It's your choice. Do what fits you. But my problem is, in the black community, there's such a stigma around mental health and going to a professional. And here's the thing. At the school she goes to, the Olympic trials, and being on the team, the world championship team, there are a plethora of mental health people at your disposal that you don't have to pay a dime for. Psychiatrists, psychotherapists, therapists, counselors, grief counselors, pastors, religious, everyone. They had, when you're that high up in the NCAA and you're going to the Olympics, my thing is, if eating the edible, smoking the J is, but see, why are we looking as a community, we look towards mind-altering substances versus talking to a grief counselor? And that's my only thing. Why not say, hey, you did it, but look, shorty, like, and the rest of the community, let's bring mental health to the forefront. It might have been a better, especially with the position that you're in.
Yeah.
That was a terrible idea. And you had a plethora of professionals that deal with just specifically that you could have talked to. If you didn't like one, I guarantee you the Olympic Committee and the USA team would have paid for her to talk to 100 therapists if it was going to get her in the right state of mind. So that's another reason why I was like, come on, bro. Like, we got to be more on the, hey, let's talk to these therapists. Let's use the proper channels, because the people, whoever her circle was, like back in the day, like when we was younger, and y'all know that, because y'all from the hood.
About to say
bro,
meme.
y'all from the hood.
You about to say the meme I was about to bring up.
Oh, we all from the hood, bro. Y'all all knew that one nigga that was a baller, like football or basketballer, and if the community saw that nigga out there doing something, smoking, trying to hit a lick, they be like, nigga, get your dumb ass home. Yeah. Nigga, you not about to be a part of this. Give me that J, bro. What are you doing?
You supposed to be in the Final Four or something?
Like, bro,
get the fuck up out of here.
Finals
Get your
coming
Final
up,
Four
bro.
ass up out of here,
Bro,
boy.
you got the Olympics in a month, bro.
Exactly.
I'm not about to let you smoke this
Hey,
J.
get her out of here.
Hey, wait, your mom, look. Hey, look, let's go talk to the pastor, bro.
Exactly.
Like, no, you need to get some help. We're not about to jeopardize your whole future for a J.
Yeah, you're doing
you're doing it for the whole squad, the community. So I have a problem with her circle too. If it was someone that like supplied it to her,
But
she's
she's
something
not.
like that. But
I would like to say, just outside looking in, she's removed from her circle with all the limelight and everything going on.
yeah,
And then on top of that, like, I had my mother. I've never lost my mother. She's still here. I can't really speak on what be going through my head if I lost her. And even then, like, I've seen, therapists, psychiatrists, stuff like that for my mental health, and it don't go as planned the first time. Sometimes you gotta go through it.
Yeah.
But even then, to go talk to somebody about your problems is already hard. But if you don't identify, or they don't identify, because a lot of people don't identify with things that we have going on within our communities, you have to go through. You have to hear the story time and time and time again. It will wear you the fuck out. I promise you.
Yeah.
true.
You went through 4 therapists.
That's mental health. That's marriage therapy. That's everything.
Counseling.
Counseling.
I'd have been there.
Yeah,
I'd have been there.
We are. I understand it, and I will not say I don't have sympathy. I do. I share the same with your statement with people who are locked up for nonviolent offenses and stuff like that. So I mean, everybody gets my sympathy. I'm not gonna say I give, I'm not gonna say she doesn't deserve it. She fucking absolutely does, in my opinion. And like, I'm still on her team. Like,
absolutely, like, and nothing that I said is like saying that I am rooting against Shorty.
I know you're not.
I know. I don't want anyone else to think that I. No,
but
we are in her corner.
Yeah, me and Dad spent a lot of time here. We talked about it. We don't like the situation, but it's just a, for the record on the pilot,
It's
I have
a
to
bullshit rule.
Say my piece. Yeah, it
So,
is.
My piece is fairly simple. I'm old. I remember a time when the Olympics only really cared about steroids.
True.
We don't give a fuck if you eating an apple. You can be doing all the supplements you want. You can take all the ginseng, ginkgo bilobas, all the eye drops you need to get. Are you taking steroids? You pass the steroid test? All right, fine.
We're good.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's where I thought we was living in. But now you go talk about marijuana. Like, bro, I ain't never seen nobody get strong off marijuana.
What brought it up though? Like we was talking about earlier. Like what brought up that test specifically? Like that's weird.
Well,
exactly.
They do random tests.
Even if they do. So like in the UFC, NFL, all that, they do the same thing. They do tests for marijuana. We get it. But at the same time, it's not a performance enhancing. Everybody knows
it's
this.
not, yeah.
It's like the opposite of anything.
Yeah.
So if she kicking your ass doing the drug that's making her do the opposite of her performance, and you want her to stop, bro? Is that what you saying?
Yeah.
Are you ready for level 100? Because we was at 70, boo.
Yeah.
And now we about to hit 100.
we about to be 100. And then on top of that, she smoked in a state where it's not criminalized.
Yeah, what's that? Alabama? I don't know.
I thought she was at Florida.
It doesn't matter. Whatever state she was in,
it
was legal. Like, this whole gray area of marijuana, in my opinion, is like, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like you can get high in the nation's fucking capital.
Nah, everybody just ain't agreed on how to make money off of it yet. When the government, when all the legislation figure out like, yo, we gonna tax 10% for all marijuana sales across the nation. Then when that happens, it'll be 100% legal.
Yeah.
But everybody's got their own opinion, and it's like with anything else in the world that's going on. I don't want to say all these things, but you might have like a religious person like, no, it's wrong all the way around, right? And this is he represent your state or whatever, right?
But there's people who think crazy about certain things.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't want to get on that. I didn't want to get on that.
For getting the flu shot.
I was trying to not get on that.
I'm just going to say that. We keep it pushing. The lady told us we going to die because we got flu shots.
I was not trying to get on that. But that same lady could be your state representative now. Oh, so they have that mindset. She's like, yo, I represent Florida. Everybody, you know what I mean? And that's the person who's standing up for like the marijuana rights.
Yeah, so like it's just disheartening.
Look, the truth is, like just straight up, if you're going to allow these athletes to drink fucking alcohol, which causes more fucking deaths than a lot of other shit in this country,
100%.
Then, bro, if that's legal, come on, bro. Like, I had this opinion when I was in the Air Force, all right, when they was starting to make weed legal and like spice and stuff. Like, they banned it. Then, like, a couple years later, like, all right, it's fucking legal and shit, but you still can't do it, but it's still fucking legal. And my whole thing was, bro, it's no fucking different than alcohol. If I come to fucking work drunk, you smell it on me, I get in trouble.
Yeah.
If I fucking smoke weed, you smell it on me, and I come to work tripping out, eyes red, you get in trouble. But if I don't fucking come to work high as shit, just like if I don't come to work drunk, it should be fucking okay now. Like, why is everyone tripping?
But the fact that they can prove
alcohol, literally, consuming too much alcohol kills you. I have yet to hear of someone that have consumed too much weed that had that not because they did something stupid while high. Just from the effect that weed has on you. I've yet to hear of anyone dying from smoking too much weed. So you're gonna let alcohol continue to be legal, but like it's just weird, man.
They figured out how to make money off alcohol. The government regulated it.
Back in the day.
And that's when they had moonshiners. That's when that was a fucking problem.
It comes back around.
Back in the day, they had the moonshiner shit, and that's when that was a big deal. Shout out to NASCAR. They had the
Prohibition. Yeah, that's true.
We even Prohibition. We in here going live with cups in here. Like, actually,
they were like, yo, alcohol is bad. And then they're like, yo, let's make money off of this shit.
You're like, all right, you know what? You're right.
Hey, let's open a bar where we can sell cups of alcohol.
And we can tax it.
You don't have to buy the whole bottle.
Whole cups?
Well, we can mix it with Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola ain't out yet.
Cokes, anyone? Cokes with your alcohol.
Hey, and then Coke, they said they put crack in it.
Bro, straight up. Straight
and
up
then they kept fucking selling
it. No lies told. It was like, hey, Coca.
Look, by the way, there's Coke in our product. And we're going to keep selling it. Like, yo, you're not going to pull off the shelf? No. We're just going to kind of let it run its course.
Bro, just check it out. We're just going to say it's extra sugar.
Exactly.
Like, straight up. So I don't get the whole shit with the weird ban and weed ban but Shorty going to get out there for the 400-meter relay. She going to do her motherfucking thing.
Culture.
She going to have a win.
Hey, look, no matter where you stand on her suspension.
Do they make jerseys, Olympic jerseys for track athletes?
No, but that would be solid.
I mean, you could.
One.
We should make one.
Like an independent, you know.
I want a Sha'Carri Richardson.
That'd be dope.
Jersey.
Would you wear the Spanx as well?
Yeah.
No.
That's the whole thing is
you got to go all the way, bro.
If you ain't ran track, it's not very friendly. Brother. Trust me.
Well,
my first meet, I was like, hey,
wait.
I was like, hey, coach, hey, y'all got some things? Like, no, nigga, get out of here. Yeah. Like, in front of everybody?
Cuz ran track. They try to get me to run
hella
track.
nervous.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I don't like that.
And the other reason,
me just
my girlfriend is here.
Yeah.
Bald hair sticking out the side. You got to tuck it back in. Like, I don't like
this. Get on your mark.
I don't want to bend over.
And then you're pretty much out there running in puberty. You never know what could happen,
Yes,
bro.
My whole high school career, bro.
I said no. I'm not doing it.
Man, bro, a little dick slip.
Hey, can I keep my pants on, coach?
I'm just gonna wear
Take the sweatpants off and run.
I'm fast, so I can wear them. Like we don't win. No.
Yeah,
like, I am not running fucking track. They came for me in middle school before I went to high school. They be coming to the middle school
trying to recruit and shit.
Yeah, what was that? We used to have it's not field day, but it was something else we did.
I thought it was field day. Field day is all the events.
What we did.
That's like Olympics of it.
Olympics of middle school.
So they did a it's like that, but they called it something else. I forget.
The discus team doing all kind of shit you don't know you can do.
But like you don't get to pick your team, they kind of just line y'all up.
Yeah.
So
it is field day.
I was on the it's field day. It's essentially field day. But,
field day is the Olympics of elementary.
But they didn't talk. We're in middle school.
100%. Field day is the Olympics of elementary school.
That's how we find out.
You don't even know what you can do until field day.
That's how we find out niggas got powers.
You be like, whoa.
So we were doing this, and what was it? They automatically set up the teams and whatnot, and then this coach was like, "Oh, we were the speedy crew, lack of better words. Stop it." So we
speedsters.
You were the speedsters. So we had inside joke, but it was a bunch of like skinny, quick people. We have different events. We already knew we taking an L in this one, so we got to be on the top on this other one.
Right.
So dude was like, "Y'all fast, y'all be good," you know. And then like ran a couple of events and whatnot, and then like this I got to high school the next year. It's like, you were the dude from.
We remember you.
Yeah. Do you wanna run track? I forgot what coach it was. Honestly,
I remember him, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. He was like, "You wanna run track?" I said, "No."
Nope.
Nope.
I just remember I wasn't playing football because I wasn't getting taller, and then he was like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Hey,
and I was like, "Nothing." And he was like,
I wasn't
want to run track,
yeah.
and I was like, "I don't got to get hit."
Wait a minute.
I was like, "Ooh, this sounds good as fuck."
Yeah.
I can be fast.
Sign me up, instantly.
Like, yeah, because it was in high school. What was it? I stopped. I did that football thing for 1 year in middle school, and I'm like, yo, you see who I look like now, right? Just imagine 5 inches shorter. Like, it was not the way.
It wasn't the best.
I got hit in middle school at practice one time by this Charles Pryor. You know him?
Yeah.
Remember? I wasn't even like on the field. He was just being funny and just hit the shit out of me, bro. He was like the Mike Allstott of the fucking team.
That dude. Why? That's why I quit too.
He was 25 at 14. Straight up.
In 9th grade. After that, I was like, you know what?
He had a beard already.
He did. We not lying. He really did.
Yeah. Shout out 5 Seconds of Fame. That nigga swole. So after that, I'm like, yeah. Now try to play basketball, but you ain't play. If you ain't hoop, I was on punishment for basketball tryouts. And I couldn't try out.
That's bullshit.
And back then, this is middle school. All you had to do is you can make layups.
Yeah,
you on the team.
Yeah. And you made layups.
And this is before. This all of us was about the same size. We ended up going into the like high schools when everybody grew up after that. But I would have been on the team. I could have been Trae Young. I couldn't have. But still. Yeah, I wasn't shit.
I wasn't shit either.
Remember Miss Postman?
Yeah, that was me back in the day.
Miss Postman.
Mr. Postman.
Yeah. So I was never good at doing any one thing, but I could do a layup. But my layup was so fucked up.
He underselling it. He would aggressively dunk on niggas. I
didn't dunk. It was a layup. But
it was a power layup then.
But because I was scared that somebody's gonna block my shit, I used to always kick my leg out before I did the layup. And everybody would just move.
Dennis Rodman over here.
Yes.
And shit.
Yes. I was like, count it, 2 points. I'm like, Postman, always deliver, baby. Always deliver, baby.
Nah, nigga, this 21 ain't no fouls.
Hey, I say that every time.
Hey, did you live in Detroit at one point in your life?
Exactly.
Yeah, like,
Detroit energy.
Bro, I used to say that shit all the time. They used to get mad as fuck. They're like, you kicked the fuck out of me. It's 21, baby.
21.
Check.
Hey, let me get my ball. Let me get the ball.
Exactly. This nigga about playing football, bro. We trying to play basketball.
I miss this. Man, miss this shit so let's go back to 15. Please. Like, he ain't tackle nobody, but.
Bro, y'all remember like how you get to like 19, 20, and it didn't matter, like the entire fucking.
Everything.
Was just going after your ass.
It was like 105, bro. 105. You back to 15.
Yeah, like
fuck everybody.
You getting jumped. You getting jumped. You getting jumped. You got an odd number after 13. You getting jumped.
Bro, you like, fuck, I'm going home.
Just as soon as he got the ball, just jack it, bro, because you wasn't going to hit no layup. You wasn't going to get a quality shot.
Give me my ball. I'm going home. Yes. 19 is the winner, bro.
Yes. Game, set, match.
Don't let the nigga that own the basketball get mad.
Oh, yeah. He's right. He walking off.
With the ball.
He leaving the court.
With the ball.
With the ball. And don't let him own the basketball court. Y'all play in the neighborhood.
Hey.
It's my goal.
Hit that little
I
jump.
won.
Raise the court down, push it back in the damn.
Cuz knows who was in the home court in the neighborhood. He was super aggressive. We go over there, he get a little taste. But yeah, what a time to be alive.
If you had the ball or you had the court, you was winning.
No, everybody
man,
down there.
So many memories. I'm about to
the ball in the court was the same. Like so, like you come to Mondu's house, I got the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Goose house, he had the ball.
I forgot her name. Was it Denisha or the girl who played basketball really good and nobody wanted to guard her?
Denisha.
Yes, bro.
This bitch tosses up.
She's the murder nigga. Like 100%.
Yes. Which one of y'all niggas is multiplied?
Bro,
like that?
I swear, I was like, hey, not today. It was the day.
Well, all right, bro, leave her alone.
I remember everybody saying it. I was like, fuck no, bro.
Today, bro. Today's your day. Bro, you know it's bad when you go like concrete on the basketball court and you hear that scare. Bro, like, yo, why am I making this sound?
Man, somebody paging me, bro. I gotta go.
It's time. My mama calling me.
My mama paged me, bro. We gotta get out of here.
Put me on my ass.
She scored on you? Like,
yeah.
You next?
Yeah,
next,
bro, what?
They're like, nah, I don't want to know.
Hey, bro, you don't want
I'm the only one over here.
I'm not guarding her, bro.
Hey, we stay looking at the full argument.
I'm not guarding her.
Get super embarrassed.
Get T. Cooper the fuck out of you, man. Nah, bro, we ain't doing that shit.
Shout out to the women basketball players,
yeah.
man, that's out there killing the game, man. In the I ain't even about to go into the WNBA right now. That ain't on the docket right now. I ain't gonna go on the WNBA right now. That's a podcast for another day. But look, Real quick, man, we're gonna one more thing about the Olympics, man. Then we're gonna slide on over to another mind-altering topic.
Literally.
Substance. Man, so look, we're talking about what Sha'Carri's got going on, and you kind of hinted to it. You talking about like why they bringing up like weed and all that type of shit, right? And, like so random. But now we got like I can't remember these two young women's name, man, but I believe they're in Nigeria and they're getting banned from running their races due to having high testosterone levels.
Oh wow!
And
yeah,
you know, and it's two women in particular, and then there's another one. It's something Somalia.
Somalia?
Huh?
You said her name? Or?
Yeah, it was like something. Somalia is her last name.
Oh, her name now.
Yeah, Somalia. I can't remember her first name, but initially, it's like a couple years ago, it was a big thing about her because she has naturally high testosterone levels, and they banned her from international competition in the Olympics. Then this year,
I think I heard of her.
Yeah, you remember? You probably heard of her. And then now this year, the same thing. Two other young women, black of course, high testosterone levels. Getting, you know what I'm saying, getting a whole lot of flag and probably not going to be able to compete in their respective track meets. You know what I'm saying? But I bring all that up because, and a lot of people say, oh, it's apples and oranges. It's not really the same fucking thing. But we had the power lifter from the Netherlands who recently transitioned in 2018 to be a woman, trans woman, right? I believe it's a trans woman when you transition from a man to a woman. And this is after she medaled in the 2016 Olympics.
As a man.
Yes, sir. She medaled. She got bronze as a man in the 2016 Olympics. Yeah. 2 years later, she transitioned because she broke her arms during the World Championships. So she thought at the time it was he thought his career was over. He was done. Then he transitioned in 2018, arm fully healed, came back now here in 2020, competed in the World Championships, crushed the competition, and then they replaced. So for the country, the Netherlands, you know, it's the top 3 winners in the World Championship that goes to the Olympics. Yeah, there was a woman that placed 4th, obviously, because she essentially got booted for the trans man. Yeah. And now he's participating. So the whole thing is you're booting black women for high testosterone levels that they are producing naturally. Yep. But you had a man that had 33, 34 years, I believe he was at the time, of testosterone flowing through his body. An Olympic bronze medalist. Noted. It's like in records. And now, so it's like, where are we drawing the line right now? Like, what's going on? Like,
they don't know where to draw the line. I think we said.
Did they create this monster?
I think they just pick and choose.
Society? Like society?
Well, I mean, society did, but I think that, honestly, there should be a threshold that is dictated by science to figure out. Because even then, like, I don't want to be like, make a whole category for transgenders because it doesn't work the same both ways.
Right. But a trans category only.
No. I just think there should be a threshold. Like, then, like, I'm not a scientist, but we need to figure out, like, how things work. You know, like, it's a lot of learning that needs to be done, honestly. I think we should, I think we should create a threshold and go from there at that point. Like, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, but it's a slippery slope because one, I don't know a lot about it. Honestly, I only have like one transgender friend that's going through a transformation right now and like just learning and stuff like that. But we haven't talked in forever. But he's going the other way. He's going to be he's going to become a woman. And even then, like, this may be kind of risky saying it, but I feel like transgender people, for lack of better words, have their testosterone / estrogen levels are so close together to where they're not like you don't have like Brock Lesnar saying, hey, I'm transgender. You got, people that are in the middle as far as like their testosterone levels and estrogen levels and stuff like that. And I'm not a scientist. It's just me thinking right now because I had some bullet. But I think the judgment that transgenders get in sports is hyped like a motherfucker, and I'm not okay with it.
Wait, hyped as in you think it's like,
oh, he used to be a dude, this, and this. Like, that's too much.
Bro, that's tough, man.
I don't think so.
That's
you
tough.
really don't think so,
bro?
I think it's well deserved.
Yes, I'm gonna say what you just said about you playing basketball in high school, right? So you take you in high school and let's say plus like 5 years. You take that same skill, ability, and you count that over to like women's collegiate. Do you not think you could have made a team?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, it's easy.
But
right?
I'm 6 feet tall.
Okay. But also strength, right? Men, women, right? 6 feet tall, whatever.
I'm weak as shit. You see my arms? Super circle.
But we're not talking about men basketball. What we talking about? Collegiate women basketball. Do you not think you could have made it?
Yes, but I have a very high testosterone level. We're not going to go too deep into this, but I was on Demon Time saying reckless shit yesterday.
So
I told you what I said yesterday today, right?
Fair.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just, like, I know the little bit I do know from, like, sports and kind of understanding, like, the testosterone levels and
What up? Yo.
And the steroids and the whatnot. So everybody knows in those circles, those professional circles, when you're getting tested. It's like the Olympics are XY date. You're getting tested 3 months out. So everybody, I'm not saying everybody, but there are people who are doing these things and they know when it's going to get out of their system. Like they have like, yo, I'm taking this. I'm going to cycle off on this date. I'm going to have 30 days. I should be good. But should be good, right?
But she did say she acknowledges she risked it all. She knew she risked it all. Sometimes you had that going on. She's like, I'm sorry. I risked it all and I lost.
But even then, at the same time, it's the Olympics. If you're not trying everything you need to try, this is the time.
There's the level. There's a level of responsibility that you need to. I get you. It's a level of responsibility you need to have, and we're going backwards. But it's a level of responsibility. Yeah, but it's a level of responsibility you do need to have when you're performing on that level. Like at the end of the day, we were all counting on her. We still are. Like we want you to succeed. We want you to do great. We want to talk shit after you crush these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But like I get that, but like sometimes, well, even sometimes, more times than not, life interferes, and you need, and like, you know, it happened. Like, shit happens.
I just think it's weird that here on one hand we're having someone being persecuted. Or, you know, in the next topic that I brought up, these young women that's being persecuted.
That sounds like the next topic.
Not necessarily, but they're being criticized for what their bodies produce naturally, but you're letting a formerly 34-year-old man compete against a field of women when he medaled in the men's competition. Like, that means he probably lifted twice as much as the woman did that won gold.
Yeah. So he can just show up and medal.
And now
that's
he had the flu,
that's
bro. Weird.
Michael Jordan, that shit.
Yeah, it's like that's weird that you'll let that fly. But and then so people were like, yo, it seems weird that the Olympics coming down on black people right now. Like they're coming down kind of hard, testing for weed.
They are
naturally high levels of testosterone in these women, and it's weird, man. So I don't. The Olympic Committee in general just need to get their shit together when it comes to substances, what's banned, what's not banned, what's being legalized in certain countries, in certain states.
They got 4 years in between each one to figure this shit out, brother.
Like, I really think the Olympic Committee, when the Olympics are over, they're like, all right, guys, good shit. See you in 4 years. And then, like, 3 months before the Olympics. Oh shit! It's like a college paper that's due overnight. They're like, oh shit!
I said no. You said that was okay. You said a dude was okay. I said high estrogen. What the fuck, bro? You're not talking.
They're just in panic mode right now,
right, bro. Yeah, I woke up and realized the Olympics is in like 2 weeks, bro. Hey, we should.
They're like. It's like a college student.
You got the events shut up? Nah. But we gotta do
you
something.
send out the slips to the country?
You tell them? Oh, we like 3 months behind.
Hey, somebody call Rio. Hey, call Rio up. Rio, where y'all at?
Rio, what's up? Hey, Brazil. Hey, I'm sorry.
Hey, Rio.
We was chilling.
Hey, how'd y'all do?
How y'all
send me the draft. Send me the draft real quick.
They're in panic mode right now, so that's.
And they probably they be the ones that be acting like they did something they did. And say, hey, I did see you that email. No, damn well you ain't sent that damn email.
Well you ain't sent it out.
But I just hit you, bro.
I just talked to you.
Hey, I'ma fuck with you. I'ma fuck with you. 4 years later.
Yeah.
Man, look. But so we let that marinate for a bit, man. But look, so we got to talk about it, right?
Yeah, we do.
We talk about mind-altering substances and how it affects folks' judgment and their ability to make rational decisions. And is it right or is it wrong? We don't know, but there's a gray area.
Just say it.
Bill Cosby. My bad. Bill Cosby, formerly known as America's Dad, was released late last week.
Yes,
3 years into a 10-year sentence? His sentence was vacated due to prosecutorial misconduct. And what that also means is he can never be tried again because then it'll fall under double jeopardy.
Shit. Is that try him again? I'll get upset.
He's 83. I think he's 83. He's still worth $400 million. $400 million man.
Legally blind.
He's legally blind. Like, $400 million in the bank still. Paid all his taxes, so ain't nobody coming for that. 83. And he's out because of prosecutorial misconduct. And he can never be tried again. So, essentially, in legal terms, it never happened. So how y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about it?
You want to go first?
I don't even know where to start. America's Dad, right? Bill Cosby.
Formerly known as.
He was black.
Yes.
You hate to see one of your one of the elite
I
get knocked off.
I hate that.
Get knocked off, bro. Not just like one of, let's say like one of, but one of the elite. Like everybody respected this man. Everybody knew his man. His catalog is out of control. He was, for many of people outside of the black community, he was the face of a black man.
True.
Like 100%. Like I'm gonna watch. What was it? Kids Say the Darndest Things. And if you white or something, you watching that, like in 70, like all right. I guess black people aren't that bad. They are kind of like me.
Actually a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. I might talk to James at work tomorrow. Whatever. I'm sorry.
He opened the door.
You made a point though. That was actually a very good point.
I got went too fast.
He opened the door though. He did.
He opened the door.
But to see him, and then the way that it was, it's kind of drugged through the mud, and the numbers that came out. This man was like 20, 30. 50, 70. At one point, you be like, bro, ain't no way. Somebody got to say something, bro.
What? How?
That comes with this. That's what a lot of skepticism with all that going on. But you have to respect, a crime's a crime.
It is definitely. And then also, again, the time period, what was going on, what was known to go on, what was acceptable, what women would accept from men, the gender role kind of thing that was happening.
Oh, it was all bad.
But also, there was somebody else who was another race that they kind of hung out, but nobody want to talk about Hugh Hefner, though.
I don't want to talk about all the fucking 17 and 16-year-olds he had running around.
Nobody want to talk about Hugh Hefner. I don't want to talk about
that, though. All right, I got y'all.
But hey,
I hear y'all.
So I'm kind of conflicted. I am happy that like he's out, but I'm also sad that he already got like drugged through the mud. So like nobody's not going to remember him for this. It's not going to be like, he's not going to be America's dad again, right? That title's ruined. Everybody, the Cosby Show, it might come back on TV.
Asterisk.
Yeah, exactly. So now I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
And what was it? The way you said it, I'm like, that's a little shaky. But the point's the point. Even then, I know how. Not say I know how. I understand how if it was a true sex crime, reporting and everything, that's hard. But oh my God, what 40 years?
40 years.
It was
in some
like
instances, yes.
So like I'm just like, could y'all not said something sooner so we can do a real investigation? Because at this point, everything is like lost in the sauce.
He said, she said.
He said, she said. Like he went to jail on that. Honestly.
Well, he went to jail for a 2016 incident.
Yeah.
Right, or was it 2006? 2016 or 2006. I knew it had a 6 in the end of the year.
We don't remember that because the allegation that came out from the fucking 70s.
The 4-year-old.
Yeah, you're like, whoa. Like,
so, for the victims, I'm just putting the shoe on the other foot. In the time period, right? It's the 60s. It's the 70s. You're a woman. You go to the police department. You're like, Bill Cosby assaulted.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
And you about to get laughed up out the police department.
You are.
So do you want to live that? Even if I'm pretty sure maybe one or two of them did actually live it.
Yeah.
And they like, yo, fuck it. I'm going to live with this. And then they hear somebody else say it. And it's like, oh, shit, I'm not the only one. So now I have a voice. So I understand that.
Yeah, I do. And I'm like, because I didn't post like, my nigga Bill free. I didn't do that. I mean, that case, that situation is so cloudy.
It is.
It is.
And you don't want to pick a side. You really don't.
It's tough.
You won't be able to be innocent, but at the same time, you look at this and be like, this look like the case of that nigga did it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very pro, like, anti. Well, I'm doing double negatives, but I'm not okay with
anti-sexual assault.
No, yeah. So like, I don't want to. Like any like it burns me up too. So like, that's something you gotta like sit back and be like, but it's so long ago, you can't really get the facts. You really can't.
It's tough.
You get, and even then, like with in times now, we talked about this with the T.I. situation in Tiny.
Yep. Yeah.
And like, I think sometimes people, I'm gonna say people, are okay with going out and taking drugs and doing things, and then like they see a come up, and then they do that. But that's this time.
Yeah.
That wasn't happening in the 70s. We know this. That's the thing. That's what it racks my brain. I'm like, no one knew they was gonna come up on Bill Cosby for doing some shit like that, so they couldn't be negligent, Like, because Jeremy said, you can't just go to the police station in the 70s and be like, hey, get the fuck out of here. That's Bill Cosby.
But to your point, though, it's either one or two things. Obviously, it really did happen.
I think
or, like you said,
it definitely happened. It happened to an extent. I think some came to party, and I think some didn't know any better, because he said some didn't know any better.
Well, he never said that he drugged them without them knowing. What got him convicted was during his testimony, they asked him, do you believe
I'm going to pull
a
a Ricky talking to the mic.
Huh?
Talking to the mic.
You don't even have headphones on. You don't even know if you can hear me.
I don't know.
But look,
but I just had to say it, because you say it to Kiana all the time, just because.
What he was convicted on was he gave a testimony in a civil trial.
Yeah.
And they asked him, did he believe that the young woman was, not conscious, but could consent, you know what I'm saying, to a sexual act? And he said, I don't know. That's all he said.
See.
He said he wasn't sure, even though, you know what I'm saying, under the circumstances of what happened with the drugs and this, what got him convicted was the fact that he was saying, like, yeah, she did take some stuff, and we did take some stuff, but I don't know if she was conscious or in the right state of mind to make a decision.
In all the sexual assault training I've had in my day, any type of substance that you take, whether it be alcohol, drugs, or anything like that.
See, that's weird.
There's no consent.
But
that's weird. Because
when did you take that training? Did you take it in 1965?
No, I'm saying now. I'm saying yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that training did not exist.
I know it didn't exist. I understand what we know now.
Yeah, but
like
how applies to who
exactly?
Because
Bill Cosby didn't get that training.
I can't.
He didn't have that training.
That's nothing. I'm not swearing because like it wasn't back then. That was the status quo. That was the norm. No one knew about all. No one acknowledged that was a problem. I ain't gonna say that. No one acknowledged that was a problem back then.
Men didn't acknowledge that was a problem.
Yeah, men didn't acknowledge the problem. But the same time, like it's I mean, I didn't watch the Cosby Show yet, so just go for that. Like,
I just think it's weird, like when it comes to this whole consent thing, because the use of this terminology is always used when it comes to men having sex with women when there's alcohol involved. But by definition, if you want to go there, we have all had sex with a woman, whether it's our wives at the time, back when we were then. No, like, realistically, not even trying to be funny.
I want to see what's
you got it, but
you know what I'm saying?
Just blew my shit right now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bro.
Think about it, bro.
You're
Think about it, though.
Yeah.
Like,
you right.
So all these women that claim that, like, oh, he did this, like, think about it. Like, if you want to go by definition of consent,
yeah.
Whenever you had sex with a guy that had some alcohol,
that never happened.
At any point, if he decides to go to the police,
he locked eyes with me. This guy. That's what I got.
I got the ladies and the men. So the lady, you see the man, he drunk, and then he like, oh no, I'm not ready.
It wouldn't happen, right? But by the same token, by definition, if he comes out, that same energy would not be applied.
Hey, and then right now, that same story, go to the police department.
They laugh you out.
Exactly.
They laugh you out.
The same
you know what I'm saying? They laugh you out.
People like, hey, was she cute?
So
you get your stupid ass about this police station.
Hey, Muscles, you mean to tell me
this girl took
you
had some drinks. This girl took you
was slobbering,
and you got to have sex with her. Like, that double standard is fucking atrocious. I get you. Yeah,
it's ridiculous, man. It's so ridiculous. And like you said, if it happens, cool. You know what I'm saying? But based on it, and there has been like a couple celebrities that spoke on this. Yeah. Judge Joe Brown, Eddie Griffin, a lot of people like, look, we're talking about, like, I think it was Judge Joe Brown I was looking at recently. He was like, look, man, you're talking about the 60s and 70s. That was like the free love era.
Bro, I was about to get on that too.
Yeah. You want to talk on it? You got it?
So my thing was, right, it's the 60s and 70s, right? I already knew Bill Cosby and Hugh Hefner was hanging out. They had parties and shit. It wasn't a lot of people that was super rich and super popular doing what they were doing, right?
No.
So you had the Rat Pack and them guys, Hugh Hefner.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's only a few of us, bro. Everybody ain't popping. You know what I mean?
Circle.
Exactly. Jack Johnson. But I'm just saying. I'm saying. So there is a limited circle of these people. And this is back in the days, 60s and 70s. There wasn't no fucking cell phone. Like, you knew you had to go to Hugh Hefner's crib, and you knew
you did work to get
what the hell was about to happen, and you knew what you was gonna see. That was the whole allure of the whole thing. You were like, I'm from Kansas. I ain't not never seen this before. And you show up and you be like, oh, they're like, yo, take these pills. We about to get loose today. And you be like, I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm gonna do it.
I'm in a room full of powerful men.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I've been doing this for a while. Like, my thing is, let's not look. Again, I'm not even about to quantify my statements because we said 100,000 times we don't agree with that shit.
I don't agree.
But nobody in that fucking circle does not know what the fuck is. You can't make it to that circle without knowing what the fuck is going on in that circle.
You can't even get invited into that circle.
And you've been in the circle already. You've been there. Straight up.
That leads to a dark joke about old people talking about like millennials and Gen Zs and all that stuff about how we don't know what the fuck we doing. I'm like, apparently y'all
motherfuckers ain't know what the fuck y'all was
going on. Y'all hey,
Straight up. They was wilding the fuck out back then. They were wilding.
Yo,
out.
Like Sidney Poitier wasn't part of that circle. So there was certain people that knew what the hell was going on. They like, hey, Sidney, we about to go to Houston. The crib, you coming through? He was like, I'm married. I ain't fucking with it.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Matter of fact, I just heard Morgan Freeman's having a little barbecue. I'm gonna go hang out over there. I'm gonna go over there with Morgan.
Exactly.
You're right. That's an excellent point.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's it. That like it's just like you want to throw that in there because it is a part of the conversation if you want to be realistic about what was going on back then. Like, wrong is wrong, but let's not act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's like, my problem is there's no culpability. There's no accountability for the people that are involved in certain lifestyles.
Nope.
Like, because something happened, all of a sudden that absolves you of all accountability as an adult to make rational decisions because something happened to you in an environment where you put yourself, okay? Is it wrong? Absolutely is it wrong, but you know going in, and you were already living a certain type of lifestyle. So let's not act like you don't have a personal responsibility to protect. Because even if you're there, tonight's not tonight, guys. I know like the past 3 weeks I've been kind of partying out. I kind of got tired. I'm just going to kind of chill. And you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always a choice. We can say a point where you can make a choice and like, oh, you know what? Maybe not tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like maybe there were times where that may have been presented to some of these people, and maybe a bit peer pressure, being caught up in the moment. I
think that's what it is.
And you got the pressure of powerful
Hollywood
men.
lifestyle.
Yeah, powerful men. Powerful men use their position wrong sometimes. We know that.
Yeah.
So that's not okay, but you fall under that umbrella when you're around these types of people.
But I think younger people are smarter than that now because everything gets brought out. Well, to an extent. Then there's people, but I mean, like, even then, what was this? Years ago.
Oh, shit. They out there in here, bro. They in here.
Yeah, we've dropped too long. So, like, I went to like a party when I was super young, right? Young. I'm not even 20 yet. I'm not even old enough to drink.
Oh, you just happy to be in the mix.
Yeah. And then I see this man do 3 lines of cocaine in a hotel room. Did I?
Florida.
Actually, I was in Georgia.
Just joking.
No. It was the Florida man reference from earlier. I'm like, you want some? Nah, I'm good. I'm smart enough to know better. Like, and I didn't even get to talk with the parents like drugs are bad. I mean, we did the whole campaign in elementary school where you just dare to be different. Well, it's just like at that age, I acknowledged that I'm in a place I shouldn't be at, and I left.
Mm-hmm.
So like, personal accountability is also a thing.
Right.
Ooh, wait, before I say that, I want you to think that, I'm
Yeah.
trying to fight for my nigga Bill, but like, it's
he's home.
But I mean, like over time, there's over time, 50s, 60s, even then, like this just recent memory from reading. Not being there, not living it. I don't know. I did not grow up in the 60s or 70s. Yeah. I don't know how it was.
Right.
But I feel like there should be a certain level of accountability when you go to these parties.
Right.
But on the flip side, this is all starting to happen, as a, that moment, honestly, where all these extra drugs and stuff were getting introduced. So, like, I think we, like people that, with us, we learn from experience from my elders.
Yeah.
And they probably taught us because they probably went to a party, something similar to that back in the 60s and 70s, and things didn't go their way.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, all right, I get it. I'm not going to do it. Drugs are bad, okay? But it's that whole situation is a slippery slope, and I don't know how to think about it, honestly. Like, I mean, you want your guy to win, which is Bill, but if at the same time, if it's the case of that nigga did it, and we gotta like,
hey man, you out here just drugging and raping, bro. It's not okay. Like, no, there's no way that's okay, bro.
Same shit with R. Kelly. You seen the memes about him? I'm next.
Look, I felt some type of way about that nigga too.
Yeah.
And wrong is wrong.
I haven't stepped in the name of love in quite some time.
I was talking to Neil. Neil remember this. We was talking about it at work one day. We was like, bro, like, look, the thing, we talking about personal accountability, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily the young women, but you telling me that as a parent,
see,
you not gonna know what your 16-year-old daughter is,
and
you don't know.
How many times we was out and they didn't know where we was at?
No. This is what kind of fucked me up. What you saying, and about Aaliyah and R. Kelly. People in Aaliyah's circle knew
about that shit.
Dame Dash knew. They knew. It's not like we don't know her age. We don't know his age. They 100% knew. So even if she felt uncomfortable about it, the people in the circle was like, "Oh, this is normal." Like, what? Why are you tripping now? Like, it's like, oh, bro, it's so bad.
Weird.
So bad.
And then, like I said, the parents. Like, bro, you can't tell me.
The parents, the friends, everybody like, oh, it's R. Kelly. You should be lucky.
We not talking about going out for a night. We ain't talking about sneaking out for a party. No, we talking about these young girls were living with him.
He pulling up. I'm here to get Candace. Is she out of 6th period? Like, nigga, no. Leave. You need to leave.
On.
This nigga doing, he signed a couple autographs and got him office.
And leave. Peace out.
And leave.
Bounce.
Because at that
apparently
point,
he takes on device.
Everybody like he's just walking through the high school like bounce.
But he bounces to the classroom.
He
takes on the bounce.
He got the mask on.
He got the leave early slip with the mask on.
Fucking mask on.
Hey, teach. Come on.
Get your Piper ass out this bitch, bro.
Was that really him?
Hey, yo, can you imagine R. Kelly bouncing down the hallway with the mask on? Like, hey,
I'm looking for the math hall.
Hey.
I'm looking for the girls gym class. I'm trying to see some ass. Like, whoa, you are 39. Get your ass out here. You are 39.
You know why? Because her parents was going to the bank with the checks this nigga was writing them.
100. He got receipts.
Yeah, he was receipts. Paying the parents, and so once the money, once the well dried up.
It's like, you know what?
Hey, man. Hey, what you was doing was wrong.
Hey, man.
She 25 now. He been seeing her for 10 years. And now, like, hey, he done. He like, hey, she done now. He like, nope.
Hey, man. Hey, you need to pay up or we're going to expose you. Hey, baby, there's no more money in the world, man. What do you mean?
Hey, she of age now. She of age. Do what you got to do.
No. We about to take this shit back. Like, what? Yeah, so look, R. Kelly ain't going nowhere though. They got his ass, bro.
That's crazy.
It is.
I'm blown.
Just go home. Right. Fuck it. It's time to wrap it up anyway, though, man. We touched all our topics, man.
Yeah,
look, out of sight, out of mind. We had a fucking nut ass night, man. Cutouts and we had to make sure the audio was good. There was some questions here and there.
I'm not gonna lie, I was drunk in the ditch all weekend.
Yeah. I was sober as a bird. So y'all got it in this weekend though.
Oh no, but I'm about to be responsible now.
You motherfucker ain't got no choice, man. We gotta be Papa this week coming up.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm about to say, man, what y'all fellas got coming up this coming week, man, because, we got Friday coming back around, but what y'all fellas week looking like, man, on the way out as we close it out tonight?
I got to work tomorrow.
Ooh.
I got to go in.
Yeah,
and
that's
sit
tough.
with people.
And look at folks' faces that you don't want to look at.
It'd be social and shit. Like,
Jeremy, are you back in? Because I know you just got back not too long ago.
Yeah, I got a wedding to go to, so I'm be in Tennessee next weekend.
Oh, next weekend?
Yo, this weekend.
I forgot about the Young Buck shit.
Oh, wait, didn't he come out?
Kind of, sorta. His girl is trans.
Whoa, yo, oh.
50 ate that shit up.
He did.
Oh,
Nell, we wait for Nell to come back.
Oh, wait, you gonna hold that one on to next week?
We definitely gonna
hold on to next week.
Because I didn't BNY investigate shit on that one. I just forgot about it.
I mean, it was.
Neil called me on site that day. You was at work.
And
he comes like, hey. I'm like, he told him like,
oh.
Yeah, it's we gonna BNY investigate. That could be an intro topic before Ricky's
fair to the hip hop cast.
Yeah, before Ricky
got outlined it. All right.
Oh, you dropping spoilers? Don't do that.
So Kids was Thursday, right? You got this week coming up.
The babies.
Papa Bear gonna be doing this damn thing. You gonna be at the wedding.
Yeah.
So I just found out I might be out of town. Is it this week? No. Next weekend.
Oh yeah.
I might be gone for like 5 days. I just fucking
5 whole days.
You going to Dallas?
because
You going to Dallas?
so
You going to
Mark, my oldest son's has a tournament, his last AAU tournament in Orlando.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 11th grade tournament in Orlando. I just got the details of it like yesterday or the day before. And so I just got like the hotels and all of the areas, plane tickets.
Well, if I didn't have the babies, I'm like, we going to Orlando?
I know, right?
For real, yeah. That's a
So
big deal.
I might be out of pocket, depending on how the,
For sure.
pockets looking
yeah,
at the deals and all that type of stuff. If I got a little something.
me and Jeremy got $75 Uber last night. We done it.
$5 Uber do that to you. Shit.
We didn't get we didn't get a DUI.
Boy, that's the whole purpose, right?
Yeah, it's the purpose.
You spend now to prevent spending later.
Oh, yeah.
So
Kind of pain.
well,
he going to jail now. Like we didn't want to hear that.
that uppercut was me. I ain't gonna front. I ain't a fan. But Jesus Christ, bro. And why he had to telegraph it? Like, why he had to call it out, though? You going to jail now?
Nay.
But he called it, bro. Like
Yeah,
a
he
baseball.
was like, hey.
Like a baseball home run.
Hank, not Hank Aaron. What the Babe Ruth? Hit him with the Babe
He
Ruth.
did a Sammy Sosa, hey, this shit out the fucking park, baby. Like, what? What are you talking about? Mink.
Mink.
It brought that shit up from the shoestring.
For real, bro.
Yeah, but nah. Yeah,
So I mean, look, next week though we got a lot planned, planned in store, man.
Ricky has a secret fucking.
Yeah, y'all. So y'all been paying attention to the group, man. July 9th.
Yeah.
Something dropping. Is that Friday?
That's Friday.
Is that Friday?
Yeah,
okay.
That's the
So
wedding
July
day.
That's how the
9th.
calendar
Yeah.
works,
So you go.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, none of us
What's
do.
going on?
This is Ricky is like, yo.
I have a little bit of idea,
July
but
9th.
you mess with Ricky, he'd be like, all right, I did say this, but we gonna do this. I'm like,
wait a minute.
That's a
when did the
lot.
change come in?
Yeah,
What
we
are
just
talking about right now?
we just want to keep it going
Ricky's
for the boy.
hilarious, man. But Ricky is a man with a vision, and he couldn't be here tonight, man. Work things. I think he comes back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think he said he's coming back tomorrow, man. But Ricky is a man with a vision on a mission. So shout out to the, you know what I'm saying, to the boss man, to the man that made this all happen. Man, yo, of course, fellas, appreciate y'all being here. I mean, we're here all the time anyway. Jeremy comes through whenever he's, he's free. So
When he got shoes on.
yeah,
When I'm allowed to. I appreciate that.
But look, another one in the books, man. We thank y'all. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying. We know we
just wanna
didn't do
give
our
y'all a little
usual
content.
Friday thing, but look, it's Monday. We did a little something different for y'all, man.
Also, shout out to Marcus in the man cave. We sorry. I forgot that you go on these days too.
Oh,
so,
does he?
Yeah, he does. So
He shares on it?
check
Okay.
both of us out. It's not a
Definitely.
competition.
Does he share it to the group?
Sometimes
He's in the group. But,
yeah, he's in the group.
okay.
But like, yeah, he's doing big things out there. At, I don't give his location unless he wants us to, but he can say where he's at. But he out there, and he has some good content too. So
out there in YouTube land.
yeah,
Look
YouTube
him up.
land. Yeah, find him in YouTube land.
Marcus
But,
in the man cave.
Yeah, Marcus in the man cave. Shameless plug. But yeah, sorry we took your night, buddy.
Hey, sorry, not sorry, but you know what? Yeah, he's still doing his thing. So
Yeah, do your thing, big dog.
other than that, though, fellas, we good, man. We out. Any last words, parting words of wisdom, what y'all got for us? Nothing.
Bad bitches can't read.
No. No.
That was for Nick. That was for Nick. That was for Nick. That was for Nick. That was for Nick.
No.
That was for Nick.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do that.
All right.
That's like
yo, as Ricky would say, yo, we out, baby. One.